Hi everyone. So you're doing maintenance on your Dodge Ram 1500. It doesn't have to be a Dodge. So you're driving a Ford, so you're driving a Chevy, so you're driving something else, who cares? But you're doing your 6-month maintenance and you're getting ready to grease everything. And you're like, well, where are the grease points on this? So I can only show you on a Dodge Ram 1500 because this is what I have in the air. But it will be similar for most makes and models of vehicles out there. You're looking for a grease nipple, and hopefully your parts have grease nipples that you can actually refill the grease in there, because it's going to wear out, evaporate, squish out. Grease does what grease does, and every 6 months just top it up a little and you should be good to go. But on this Dodge, there's really only, well, let's count them up as we go. We have the upper control arm has a grease nipple. I can add grease to this. Lower control arm. So that's hiding way down there. There's the drive shaft. And I'll try and get a light in there. You can see just under the drive shaft, there's a grease nipple for my lower ball joint there. That can take grease. I see my sway bar linkage on the bottom can take grease because it has a grease nipple there. So we have 1, 2, 3. While I'm here, I might as well look at my tie rod end. So when I replaced my tie rod end, I bought the better version of a tie rod end because it has a grease nipple. And so there's 4 in total on your Dodge Ram 1500. Really, I don't know of any more grease nipples that will actually go on a Dodge Ram 1500, but it might be different on your truck. Who knows? Maybe you have more. Maybe you don't have any grease nipples. Now, there are videos out there of people taking a syringe with needle filled with grease, just stabbing the boot here on the ball joint and filling it up. Why I don't do that? I've never done that because it really doesn't drive the grease up to where it needs to be. Once it's worn out, it's worn out. Yeah, you can pack it with grease. You'll be happy. You'll convince yourself that it's actually doing something, but it's not. The grease is not being forced up to where it needs to be, which up here, so this is the upper control arm. The ball that goes down and does the main attachment here, that needs the grease on top. You're only filling the boot. You're not really getting the grease to where it needs to be. Some people swear by it, say it works. Hey buddy, you don't know what you're talking about. I've been doing this for years, okay? But when your part fails, try and buy one with a grease nipple. I hope it helps someone out there. This is kind of good to know stuff. It was passed along to me, so I'm gonna pass it along to my viewers, who I love. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day. So if you're gonna grease them up, oh, you know what? Let me just give you a little bonus thing. You know, I shot this video before and it got over like 200,000 views, and then YouTube went and canceled my damn channel. But can you guys see this boot right here? It's definitely, so this is on the, what the heck is this thing? Tie rod end. The tie rod end needs some grease. If you can see, the boot is not really swelled out enough. So I'm going to grease it, and I'm going to show you how much to put in and when to stop. You don't want to over grease stuff. If I just kept cranking and cranking like most people do until they see a big wad of grease fly out, you're actually going to start wrecking the seal over time, or you may even wreck your seal just doing it once. So you don't want to just blast grease in there. You want to swell your boot out in stages, but don't necessarily max your boot out, or you're just going to start popping grease everywhere. So here's my grease gun. I get to do it all with one hand. And then let's do this. Now you guys watch it come out. So I just started adding grease right now. Can you guys see the boot moving? It's starting to swell out. Now I'm going to touch it. Does it have room for more grease? Does it look like it's maxed out? I'm gonna say it's getting close to being maxed out. If I keep adding grease, it's gonna pop it. So I am done. It didn't want much. It wanted about 4 to 5 pumps, and then it was done. So I'll rotate this thing sideways. I'm just using my hand. And I got a nice swelled out little bowl, but it's not overly swelled. It's not popping grease out the bottom. Good job, done. Call it the day. But I hope it helps. Don't overfill them, don't underfill them, and find the middle sweet spot and you are good to go. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day.